What up, what up, what up? Coach Mike coming at you. I got a message for you guys today about visualization and daily self-renewal of character. Okay? So, if you guys don't have one already, I mean, I'm surprised I didn't get to this sooner. There's a lot of quality stuff here. But if you guys don't have a vision board, I want you to make one. I want you to spend time writing down your goals. Write down what's important to you, where you want to be, and if you can, get creative with it. You know, what I have right here is just, a basic board that, I put pins on, post-it notes on. It's nothing fancy, but like right here, work on yourself, okay? Develop a health plan. Live with passion and energy. Monitor your inner conversation. These are constant reminders I look at. Know what you want. Visualize it. Know your purpose. This is coming from Les Brown. Master your skill. Be relentless. Take action. And focus on something larger than yourself. Okay? So those are 11 steps to success. And rewind that if you want to, that's fine. But figure out what's important to you. Figure out what you want and then put that somewhere where you're going to see it multiple times a day. I recommend looking at your goals 3 times a day. Again, this is coming from an expert, Les Brown. This is what he says. Okay? Look at your goal multiple times a day. For example, I'm reading a book. I'm almost finished with this book, The Battlefield of the Mind. My bookmark is a house. It's a house that I picture myself in when I become successful. So every time I open a book, I get a reminder of what I'm doing this for, where I want to live, what do I want to accomplish, what type of paradise do I want to have in this world, And here's my journal of what I'm grateful for. Now, I don't know if this is true for everybody, but I believe that if you don't find a way to be happy with what you already have, God might not give you any more than what you have until you figure out how to be happy with that, right? So, first I have my vision board of the things that I want, and I see it every day. My phone background is a big motivational speaker, and he's in front of the crowd, he's going like this, he's getting like cheers. So I see that multiple times a day, and I visualize it, and I get a reminder of where I want to go. But I start my day with God, I start my day with gratitude. And I'm happy with what I already have. And I look for wisdom every day. And I try to find joy and the better in every situation. So when you're visualizing, when you're trying to attract things to yourself, I think what's going to have the most effect is when you don't need it to be happy. When people see that you aren't just desperate for things. You gotta be desperate for your mission. You gotta be desperate for your purpose. And when you are talking to people about where you want to go, that's gonna help them visualize where they want to go. But don't just stop there. Talk about your story. That's the last thing that I'm gonna leave you guys with. Is when you're talking in a large group, or let's say you're doing like a group call, or even if somebody just wants to know who you are, what you have, and why do they care, right? Start with your story and have that, like master that story. And then tell the story in a way that excites them and involves them. Like when I was going through hard times, I realized that, I want to be able to take care of my family like Les Brown does. He bought his mom a home. I would love to do the same thing. And having that bigger purpose and being able to tell people an emotional story and then bring them into it. Ask them, do you see yourself doing anything like that for somebody? Is there somebody who you care about, who you want to do something special for? And then that'll help them visualize, right? And they'll say, yeah, I think I do, And then tell them what you're offering and why they care and how you're going to get them there. And if you're confident in where you're going, they might not grab on your story right away, but I've heard it over and over and over again. Some of the rock stars that invest in the other coaches are people who like stalked the coaches for 3 months or 6 months, and you know, they liked the coach, they liked the personality, but they weren't like quite on board yet. So if you guys don't get the instant yes, after you've talked about your story, after you've talked about where you're going and why they should care, be consistent, okay? Because once you're consistent, they're going to know that they can count on you, and that what you talked about when you visualized, when you were telling them about your visualization, they know that you're practicing good habits. They know that you're doing the daily self-renewal of character, and you're refreshing your goals every single day, and you're setting the example for them. And they might think back on your story, well, I mean, their story's kind of like mine, and I mean, look at them. If they can do it, I can do it. That's how you should leave them feeling. Whether you're with them or after you leave and they're still watching you, they should still be able to watch you and see that you're active and that you're not giving up and you're being consistent every day. Okay? So, if you guys want to get where you want to, visualize it. Feel the feelings of already having it. But practice gratitude with what you already have. And set things up every single day to be a constant reminder. Whether that's the phone on your background, whether it's your bookmark in the book that you're reading, and have a journal and write down the things you're grateful for every single day. That's my message. I love you guys. Peace.